G'day everybody, welcome back to the Friday Front Bar here at the beautiful All Nations Hotel, thanks to the Brewery Fresh Carlton Draft, Sam Pang, Mick Malloy, Andy Marr. What a week it has been.
Let's get this out of the way right off the top, people. Please, we implore you, it has to stop, end it here. Stop booing Adam Goodes.
Spot on, Mickey,
Done.
spot on.
It's over.
Why would you boo Adam Goodes when there are so many other people to boo?
Well, if I had to choose someone I wanted to boo, it'd be Robert Allenby. But no, let's be honest. Let's put it out there.
Just go
No,
on.
he deserves it. He's one of the most feted sportsmen in the world. He gets paid a lot of money to play the best golf courses in the world. He travels around the town. He has someone who carries his bag.
And sacks him.
Who's someone who carries his suitcase with him on the field, and he sacks them 4 times in play. Could you imagine having a caddy? It'd be like having your own personal Sherpa. Imagine that. I'm sitting here at the bar, I don't know what to do, and someone leans in and goes, 5 minutes of closing time, Mickey. I suggest we go 2 pots. I go, you might be right. I'll go to the toilet. I'll mind your seat. And he's as good as it gets.
We've all been challenged this week to some degree, and Richmond supporters probably more than any. Are you okay? Have you calmed down? Have you forgiven Basher for the major cock-up that cost you the game against the Dockers?
Did you boo Basher Hooley last week?
I did. We shouldn't blame Basher, but I will. And no, look, here's the bottom line. You can't hit the post 6 times
No, there's other things
and afford to win.
If we just go to the Bible, by the way, the How to Play Footy Bible,
It clearly says.
page 20, it says, when you are ahead late in the game, right, and you're kicking out, don't kick to a 7-on-1 situation. But that's
In the corridor.
that's in the Bible.
To a short guy.
Are you ready to take the next step as a football team?
Yes, I have a very good feeling about tonight. I think not only will we bank the points, but we'll put a fair bit of percentage on the board as well. If someone would like to put my pants out, that would be really appreciate. No, I think we can win. I really do. I mean, look, they're coming off a torrid one. They got pushed right to the limit last week. I'm sure they'll still be sore.
You'd be
And,
talking about their Hawthorn's 138-point win over our team, Andrew.
What happened?
I honestly thought they were going to declare at half-time. I really thought that would have been the appropriate way to go.
Pretty dark day / night, but and understandably the Carlton players were demoralised and shattered. If you have a look at Cade Simpson here, have a look at that. That's before the game.
I'll tell you this, they're taking their substitutions very seriously, Carlton, these days. I mean, normally clubs go to the vest, but have a look at this. This is out of control. It's kind of humiliating, isn't it?
He came on and did quite well for us, by the way.
Good news is for purists, lovers of the game, is that we only have to wait another 6 weeks before Carlton and Hawthorn get to lock horns
How
again.
does that happen? Not
Round
by
23.
lifetime.
How does that work?
It's just the vagaries of the draw. We get to play again in round 23.
So
And
Hawthorn have got a tough run home.
Yeah, really,
Is that what you're
exactly.
saying? It's really
and
tough.
the way the draw works, if the 2 WA teams stay 1 or finish 1 and 2, then stand by Carlton v Hawthorn on the last Friday night of the home and away season.
If Carlton play Hawthorn on that Friday night, I'll say this right now, I will watch the living room. I'm not watching it.
Does Wayne Carey need a holiday?
What are you talking about?
What he said about Sam Mitchell the other night on Channel 7's Friday Night Courage.
What did he say?
Well, he said that Sam Mitchell wouldn't get a game at another club. He said that he applies so little defensive pressure that if he wasn't playing for a great team like Hawthorn, he actually doubts whether he'd fit in at a club that wasn't as good as Hawthorn.
If he was playing another club, who do you think he'd corky at Hawthorn?
Josh Gibson.
Josh Gibson.
So many to choose
Yeah,
from.
Josh Gibson.
Can I tell you something? This is a front bar rumour. I heard it this week. Wayne Carey actually rang up Sam Mitchell.
Yeah, that's on the public record.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
We're working as a team here. We're going beautifully. Okay, so he's rang. Can we get to the bit? The rumour. So he's rung up Sam Mitchell.
Right.
Right, and he's to apologise, to clarify what he meant by it. And he was expecting to get the hi-hat from Sam Mitchell. But in fact, Sam Mitchell's response was, mate, thanks heaps. I can't thank you enough. It's taken all the attention off the Corky talk. I'm not joking.
Did he actually say
It's taken all the attention off the Corky talk, and now people are feeling sorry for him.
Oh, that's fantastic.
By the way,
Mission accomplished.
By the way, I knew that was in the paper. Will we take him at Carlton, Andy?
In a heartbeat. Pretty much.
He's a
yeah.
bit slow.
Sam Mitchell?
We'd find a spot for
Mate,
him.
Barry Mitchell would get a game. By the way, Sam Mitchell would get a game. And
Mark Mitchell would get a game.
as Con the Fruiterer.
As Con the Fruiterer.
Hey, what about the state of the game?
What do you mean?
People are banging it. It's the big talking point. The AFL's come out early in the week, or maybe it was last week, and they said, big white paper at the end of the year. Mark Evans has presented to the commission about the state of the game. There's all sorts of, talking about congestion and interchange, the whole box of nice. And
What would you change? I'm going to put it to you, two wise men.
Yep.
What would you change? You've given the option. What
To
would you
improve
put
the comp,
to improve the quality
What
of
would
the
you do?
game.
I'd get rid of Hawthorn.
At least have a second team out of Hawthorn.
Yeah, second team out of
Good
Hawthorn.
idea.
Wait, no, you know what I'd do? This is what I'd do. Every rule change in the last 10 years, I'd reverse them. and see
Okay,
what
I
we're
didn't say you have a time machine. I just said, what would you do?
KB's got me here. KB has worn me down. Get rid of interchange. I'm almost firmly of the view.
You're off. You don't come back.
Get
on.
it off. You can have 10 reserves, whatever you want. But the minute you come off the ground, you don't come back on.
Okay.
That'll keep the good players on the ground for longer.
I agree.
KB also wants the thing where you can handball out in front and then you get held back. He said he wants that brought back in.
I'm with you. I'm with you
Okay.
on this one. He's
All
got
right.
me.
Let's keep going down this track. Do you know what I get rid of?
What would you get rid of?
Mid-strength beer. I just think we should be allowed to have a full-strength beer. Do you know what I'd bring back? Lace-ups. I'd bring back
yeah.
lace-ups. And for goal umpires, the white fedora and the butcher's jacket. Did goal umpires ever look as good as that
No, I think
in their
I'm with
life
you. I'm with
than
you.
that? It was a classic look.
I wonder if, in the carve up of the game, I wonder where will the goal review survive. I don't know whether she's operating the way that we anticipated it would. I mean, this is from the weekend.
Well, sometimes there's a good reason for it, though.
Yeah, I know, but is this one of those times? I mean, have a look at this.
Well, let's wait
What's
and have a
going
look.
on? Why is that not in review?
Mate, that's too close to call.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, but can I say this? It's easy to judge, but when it's not there, it's tough too. I'm going to give you an
That's true.
example, and I want you to see if you can pick this with the naked eye.
Right,
Here's
okay. Right,
Malcolm Bite. Have a look at this. Now watch closely. Now, point or goal. I rest my case. Look at that. I mean, you don't know. To the naked eye, you'll miss it if it's
In
not there.
1976, when that happened, there were many, many people who were saying we should have a look at that again.
Right. Well, one of the things that people are talking about is the umpiring of the game, and it always becomes.
Is it over-umpired?
Well, now on the weekend there was a revision in the way the umpires umpired the game, and there were free kicks being played. Now, is this a 50-metre penalty in anyone's thinking of the
No,
game?
it is not.
Is it actually a 50-metre in the rules of the game?
It's under the
it's
idiot
not.
clause. It's a 50-metre penalty for being a goose.
What is wrong with that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a stupid thing to do, but is it worth 50-metre penalty?
Well,
That's the question.
It's not a new thing either, by the way.
What are you
But
talking
this,
about?
This footage from the early 90s with Justin Madden and Danny Frawley. Justin Madden, one of the greats, he gives a bit, and then he go one back.
That shows they used to get the ground so boggy at Moorabbin. Common sense. Come
Common
on,
sense.
you two, cut it out.
Was that so? That was a 50, and then the 50 automatically reversed, so nothing happened. And
Oh
you
no,
cancelled
by the end
another
of it, they
out.
both got weeks.
You two might sit here and poo-poo it as an issue, but Ross Lyon was asked about it after the game, and he wasn't mucking around
What
with
did
it.
Roscoe have to say?
You make a 50-metre penalty for Dusty squirting water at an opposition player.
What would you like me to get up and just square? What would you do?
I'm not sure.
It's probably not appropriate, is it?
It's water. Who can't take a little bit of water to the face? Ooh, I'm sorry.
Fantastic suite of matches to be decided at round 18. Kicks off, of course, tonight. That's an absolute beauty. We can't
Blockbuster.
wait. It actually is a
Could be a
blockbuster.
preview of the grand final.
Just on the game, is Josh Gibson lucky to be playing in this game?
Yes, he is. This is the second time he's done this, which is off the ball, bang. Have a look at him clean this guy up. A Nevada boxing official would have called that. I mean, Dr. Point. He's winded the guy, he's dropped him, he's cocked a point. He has not got any time off.
Hey, he's called him This bloke, that guy, it's actually Blaine Boakhurst, mate. He plays for Carlton, right? You might want to get to know him.
Right, I don't think
well,
so. Commentators can't remember his name. What chance have I got?
He does this every week.
Correct.
I think it's time. The fines aren't working.
Yep.
You got to take away his drink card at those nightclubs. That's the only thing that'll get him to stop.
The Players Association will intervene if you do
They
that.
will.
There's no chance
That punch can only be described as epic. That was a big punch, that one, mate.
It was. Hey, Sydney, Adelaide, it's a big game now for both of them.
It is. It's a must-win for Adelaide to stay in the hunt. Sydney are on the wane, and I think it's getting to old Reese here. He's on his imaginary bike.
That actually may be a bit of a salute to the Tour de France, Mickey, and we should take the opportunity to congratulate Chris Froome on his win in the Tour de France. My experience with that event is that it's always wise to wait for the B sample. but as it stands at the moment, congratulations to Chris Froome.
Doggies continue to just roll along. We've got the Bombers this week, who were a bit better last week, Essendon. They were a bit better last week, Essendon.
They have the softest draw in the history of the AFL, the Western Bulldogs. Have a look here. Even their captain, Bob Murphy, knows it. As he's clearing goals, he can't stop thinking about it. Our draw is the best. He smiles. Do you see him smiling? Look at this.
Hey, Port Adelaide St Kilda. This is going to be a good game on Sunday. A very, very Port Adelaide still clinging on somehow. And St Kilda
I'm going to say this when we come to Port Adelaide. Every week we say it. Is this their last roll of the dice?
Sort of is a bit. But the Saints are going well, mate. I've been lucky enough to see them a few times this year, and they are on a fast track somewhere, St Kilda.
I've got big question marks about the Saints. Actually, my main question is, I found this old footy card. Who is Milan Falatic? Seriously, can anyone, I know my footy cards, but and my players, I thought, but who is Milan Falatic?
I'm going to guess he played.
Oh, you're guessing.
Dude,
Great.
actually, I may be grossly wrong. I'm going to say he played 35 games in the late 70s, early 80s.
What's his name?
Milan Falatic.
It looks more like Ivan Miletic. That's what it's looking like to me.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Rick off Game of Thrones. He does. Have a good close look at
Can you
him.
pass me that water bottle? By the way, can we go to the review on my water bottle? That is, can we have a look at that in slow-mo?
Let's have a look.
That's like the Zabruda. That is terrible.
You're
You're
out
happy
of
with
line.
that?
You're out of
You'll
line.
get a week for that.
I was pretty happy. I got U and N. So that was I was pretty happy.
That's it for another show, boys. Well done. Been great fun again.
Yes,
we'll do it all
good to see
again
you,
next time here on the
Can't
Friday
wait.
Front Bar at the All Nations Hotel. Thanks to Brewery Fresh Carlton.